we're having a world final champion here against AJ. So AJ got a very, very tough battle. But the world final was because of Gurkha for the most part. And Gurkha is nowhere to be seen in the meta anymore. So I think AJ has a pretty good shot at this because I wonder what TARS is going to do.
Yeah,
well, I don't know what's going to happen here. What I could tell you right now, I think production's trying to do me a favor. Those are some really quick pages there, and we're already into the match. I appreciate this. Can we get some more? Give it up for production, guys, because they hear me out. We want to get these matches, and we're getting into them. Pre-bans are already locked in. Ethna, Light Vampire, and Cigar is a first pick coming out for TARS.
Oh, somebody's picking up on the Okeanos Q from the world champion right there, locking in with the Okeanos instead of the segment. I think Okeanos is going to be providing a bit more damage, but the lack of defense break might be devastating as well, because if you face a Chow with the Okeanos, that's not going to be a good day.
Yeah, this is so interesting to see the Okeanos coming back here. Look, was Okeanos in the balance patch? Like, what's going on?
I'm not too sure, but with the rise of Fire Monkey and Camilla and Chow, it has been very tough for Okeanos in the meta. But hey, if enemy is picking something like that, then Okeanos is going to be okay. With no passive in the field, there's nothing the old man Okeanos need to worry about.
Well, AJ is looking very fast right now, locking in that 33 speed lead with the Yan Hong as well, of course. TARS locking in this CR, and CR's had a great showing tonight. So I think no surprise to see this unit, especially being paired up with a Gianna and Ivor also being drafted by TARS. Very good draft here. I do like TARS's draft a lot.
So that's going to be very aggressive, but with only one speed lead. On the other side, we have two single target strip, and maybe we might lock in AoE strip here, or maybe a healer and ban out a Ciara and trying to survive. But no! Oh my god, they're going to go even faster in the drafting here, Stoics. It's going to be amazing.
They're definitely going to be going very fast here for AJ. I feel like I'm giving him a lot of credit for slapping down a Sonya like that. I mean, we could be seeing a high damage CR, which can drop very quickly to this Sonya, but definitely a problematic draft here for TARS, having to worry about these very fast units.
I think it's going to be a Ciara and a Sonya ban, unless we have another Sonya trap late, ready to go. Oh, it's going to be a Sonya and a Light Eivor ban. So I think AJ is probably going to get turn one. But once again, turn one doesn't mean victory, okay? You might miss, you might get AoE control. It might happen very easily because AJ only have two single target strip, and that is two ways to miss your strip, to be honest.
Yep, and definitely. And of course, when we're talking about strip here, we're talking about Hagang on the other side of the field, who is ready for that. I'm definitely assuming everything on Taz's side of the field has Will, you know, tournament ready, probably having Will here. Let's see what AJ's got in store, because we're getting to our game number one with AJ and TARS.
And here we go, Yan Hong coming in hot with the turn one, but she has to boost somebody to get to move together with her though, because if she move alone, that's gonna be enough. Oh no, wow. Oh no.
Immunity eats the bomb immediately. We've got third skill coming right here to stun up all of AJ's team here, not getting that stun on top of Chandra.
But I think that's not going to be a problem here, because the bomb damage could go through whatever Chandra is trying to do over there to protect the Yan Hong. And no violent proc, which means Cigar is going to have a wonderful day looking at the enemy team.
Oh boy, and it strips that hug, gets a Despair Stun on top of the Chandra as well. Looking for a reset potentially on top of the Okeanos, or maybe the Oliver.
And I think that's just free damage for TARS to do at this point. The attack bar gain from Hagang completely nullified the attack bar gain from the Yan Hong, allowing the Gianna to take a turn right there to control the entire enemy team. And right now, they're suffering from provoke, reset, bomb damage coming out non-stop. TARS is just walking over AJ right now so easily.
Yeah, he really is. Did I see two resista stuns on bombs, the Yan Hong and that Okeanos? It still worked out for TARS here because he's got so much damage going out there, but it's very funny to see no stuns coming out from the bombs.
I think he's so ahead that he doesn't really care at this point, because one more bomb and it is pretty much over. Unless this Yan managed to get a heal out, but then remember Oliver was full reset by the Cigar as well, I think. So there's really no way that AJ can do anything about this.
Yeah, there is absolutely nothing he can do about this. Yan Hong is going to be dropping shortly here. I mean, a potential stun coming out of Chandra, but with a fully reset Oliver, there's just nothing that he can do about this.
Oliver get a violent procs though, but once again, doesn't really matter. Bomb count from Ciara, additional damage from the rest of the team, and TARS will take game 1 very quickly here.
Well done, Taz. World champion, and it was very, very clear right there how good a world champion is.
And once again, going first, but without any real control, you just prepare yourself to be controlled instead, because you literally unpack your wheel rune for the enemy sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. We got the pre-bans from last time. They're going to be available going into round number 2. Hagang and Berghill are going to be in the pre-bans. We get into round number 2 with AJ on first pick.
So I think, are we stealing the enemy LD5 potentially, or are we locking in a different angle here? Oh, stealing the Cigar instead. Cigar is the real LD5.
Apparently it is. Now, Taz had the Cigar last time. He doesn't have it this time. We've got Gianna coming in here for Taz with Oliver, taking that 33 speed lead away from AJ.
And I think we might be seeing Chandra Velaju Stoic. I don't know. Might be some off-meta Chandra Velaju here, because if we are so used to a certain way, we will do it regardless of whether we're on stage or off stage or in the toilet.
I know. I feel like he's debating it. Like, we're really getting low on the timer here. He may just slam down the Chandra in Veladril just because of that time. Slams down the Chandra and then bringing in the Ethna. I think Ethna's probably the right pick here over the Veladril. I think he needs this interrupter and really set himself up here for the next 2 picks.
And I think Ethna is mainly to counter the Gianna, trying to outspeed and stun the Gianna. And here we have the perfect counter for going first, and going first with a win unit, no less. So we have Cardinal getting picked up here, Blast from the Past, and we have a Juno as well, because there's really no Juno counter just yet, which means Juno is free to move and free to do all the stun and damage that she needs to do.
Oh, man, I was about to say, I'd love to see a Masha. I think, like, Juno being a great pick, Masha's an excellent unit to bring up against it as well. Fire Monkey King just dropping double fire there to wrap up AJ's draft. And I don't know about you, but I feel like Chow is just, he's sitting there, you know, put me in, coach kind of moment here. But it looks like Volantis over bringing in another Bruiser.
I think that is a beautiful last 2 fire pick right there against TARS, and I think Monkey's going to get banned now, and Volantis can provide a lot more control as well against the enemy without any cleanse, heal, immunity. So Carno and Volantis going to be absolutely crazy here. Chandra getting banned out, so no protection, which means Carno is going to be laying waste on the entire enemy team without worrying about a water unit.
Yep, that's going to be very, very dangerous for AJ. But let's see what happens, because, I mean, we've seen some magic coming out of Masha and, of course, the Fire Monkey King. So let's see if he can set some defense breaks up for himself. Looking to land a stun on top of the Volantis, not receiving that, though.
That was 3,000 per hit, and that Volantis looking really healthy as well. And that was easy AoE provoke glancing, and glancing are extremely strong against the Fire Monkey and the Masha at the moment. So they're going to get absolutely control with glancing, slow, stun, and cooldown reset. This is not looking good for AJ at all.
No, not at all. He's not able to do anything, and if he can do something, he's going to be glanced anyways. Big skill 3 is coming out from this Connell, receiving the stuns on top of Cigar and, of course, Masha here. Fire Monkey King, you know, he has a way of making magic, you know, turning water into wine. We'll find out if he's able to do that. He does need additional turns to pretty much do that.
All right, we're drinking some small cup of wine here from AJ, but not really much because the Masha couldn't really do any real damage. And Monkey advantage being fast is nullified here with a slow debuff and a speed lead on the side of TARS. So he is not moving anytime soon. This Cardinal is not even being touched yet because AJ have to worry about the Volantis that is ultra tanky from what we saw earlier. And Masha lost her beast.
Yep, that's right. That skill 2 is definitely going into that Masha. You want to stop that unit, get it dismounted so you don't have to worry about setting up a big, like, defense break violent proc. He needs to proc there. He's not able to proc there. He could have dropped the Volantis there.
Here's the moment that Monkey can actually turn the game around if he gets a bit lucky, but it's going to be rough. Oh, maybe. Just kidding. Maybe he actually can turn the game around. But Karna was drafted to really deal with these fire unit potentially come out from the draft. And it's pretty much at this point, it's going to be a Monkey against 3 unit because the other 3 on the side of AJ are looking like they're going to fall very, very quickly.
Yep, definitely. This Masha is not going to be long. This Ethna is not going to be long for life right here. He does clean up that Masha. It's definitely going to be Ethna, can drop here. I don't think you want to have to worry about anything. Getting that provoke can help. He does go for the provoke on top of the Fire Monkey King.
But beautiful stun from the monkey, though. That's going to keep the Karna away for a little bit longer so they can actually heal back with the skill too. But we have Oliver in the field, and Oliver can actually stop monkey from healing, which is going to be a huge problem for the monkey here.
Oof. Oh, he did get the cooldown. He wasn't able to get the attack bar, but he was able to get the cooldown. See the damage coming out there. That is 2k per hit with this Juno. Not bad damage.
And oh no, the Karna is getting stunned once again. Monkey's really trying his best to do anything here, but it's really, really hard to actually do damage and heal a lot because of the constant.
Oh,
never mind.
Man. Beautiful digital turn right there. Big skill too. He can use that to pretty much kill this Fire Monkey King. I think that's where he should go with that. Goes with the big skill 3 instead with the additional damage with Juno, dropping that Fire Monkey King. TARS is definitely going to be taking round 2 away from AJ.
Beautiful fire unit drafted right there, potentially blocking the fire unit coming out from the enemy and doing so much damage. And because we don't see Carno very often, we're not prepared for his crazy damage. And these Carnos are not your normal Carno. These things might be on speed, crit damage, HP with high crit, and just doing a lot of damage at the same time.
Exactly. There's a lot of ways people have been ruining up Karna. That's definitely a unit that I think you really have to be wary about. Definitely a great unit to have as like a pivot bruiser as well, or maybe even like anti-bruiser, offering, you know, so much utility to your team. I really, really like that pick coming from TARS. But let's get into this next match right here. We've got pre-bans locked in. Ethna and Light Vampire getting pre-banned here.
So no Ethna, which means I think CR Gianna's going to come back up once again to provide the strip stun. And we saw that TARS Gianna was really fast on wheel at the same time. So it's going to be very hard to control the Gianna turn 1. And we might be seeing the Hay Gang once again. But looking like Fire Monkey might be drafted by TARS.
See what happens. I think that's a really good unit to take at this point, especially seeing this Oliver and Okeanos. Cigar being a first pick. It's a fine decision. It's got great performance tonight right now. Let's see where Taz's head is at right now. Are we looking at taking a speed lead potentially and trying to contest a little bit? And I don't think that's the route he's looking at right now. Wait a minute, that's an Escher.
So I think Escher's going to be here to try to get turn 1, provide general speed bump, and allow the team to go fast. And also a way for the whatever damage he decides to move on with to deal with the enemy passive heavy unit easier, because auto turn 1 unit like Ethna provides strip and damage, but Escher provide healing and support. So it's going to be great to pair with double damage deal last pick here. And AJ is going very defensive, which I think is going to be a huge mistake right now.
You know, I hope it is a huge mistake. Usually when I see this unit, I see a very long match. So I'm not a huge fan at seeing this water pudding princess, but hey, maybe Taz can expedite this draft here, bringing in a Connell and Rika.
So we're seeing another classic. Oh, wait, there's no immunity. Rika, here we go. So we're going to see another TOA style match here. If Rika stay, Abello getting drafted to counter the damage from these fire unit. And I think Rika's going to be the ban. But then we have the defense break from the Cigar and the damage from both Carno and Escher against a team that is not going to do a whole lot of damage, though. I wonder if that's going to be enough to stop TARS from doing damage.
Yeah, I think the Abelio is a really good draft here because we're not showcasing really quick high damage, unless of course we're talking about a Cigar into like a Connell second skill. So I do think Abelio can do really well where when you're getting hit, you're proccing the passive and it's not like this big damage getting through a passive. So I like the Abelio a lot. I think there is a world where Abelio might get the ban out here.
Yeah, I think Abello is going to get banned here. Rika is going to ban as well. So one side, AJ is going to try to control the enemy while doing some chip damage, and while TARS is going to be doing so much damage. So it's going to be a race here.
Yeah, there is a lot of damage going to be coming out of TARS on the slower side of things, but even more so for AJ not showcasing like high damage at all. We've got Hagang, big skill 2, getting that stun there on the Wind Pudding Princess, and we've got a reset coming out from Cigar.
And here we go, the full control coming out from TARS with slow, with pushback, with everything under the sun. And even though the Wind Pudding Princess is very good at healing and shielding, but that is if she get a turn. Unlike Abelio, who can kind of just say hello in between turns. But this unit is not moving. And if she's not moving, things are dying.
Yeah, look at the numbers this Connell is able to produce here. I think you are right, whether this is a crit rate or a crit damage Connell. We've got a big skill, too, coming out here with the defense break sitting on top of that Oliver. I wasn't able to see the numbers. There was too many numbers getting overlapped there, but it definitely was a lot of damage. Didn't need a lot to take out that Oliver with the defense break, but still, nevertheless, this is great damage coming from this Connell.
Finally, some healing from the wind pudding, but that is only temporary because now she's about to get control once again very soon from the other unit, and the moment Connell get the skill 3 back, there is just no moving for AJ team. Even though he's rocking the speed lead, he's rocking Chandra, but he's the one not moving very often.
Exactly. I think what we just saw is what we need to see a lot more if AJ thinks he's gonna make his way to a round number 4. And that's additional turns coming out of this Okeanos. Okeanos is the unit right now TAS wants to get rid of. So seeing this unit get the additional turns, that's what AJ really needs, this Okeanos. But I think TAS knows exactly what needs to happen here, and getting rid of this Okeanos puts AJ completely on the ropes and almost out of the match.
And I think this is the difference between, the huge big difference between these two teams is one having speed buff, the other having slow debuff. It is just so strong for the team with speed buff, and TARS taking the victory easily against AJ. 3-0, another W for Stoic as well.